This video was brought to you by Gamersgate.com. Download games anytime, anywhere. Skip it up and that up. So financially right now, Capcom is in really deep shit. Like worse than I ever imagined. According to Games Industry, Capcom has only $152 million in the bank. Now, personally that may sound like a shitload, but when you're a third-party developer for games, that is absolutely nothing. That is dangerously low, especially when we're transitioning into next-generation territory where development costs are going to increase. They're in really sorry shape. This is what Hirohiro Sugimoto had to say. He's the COO of Capcom. I regret to say that up to now, we've had few plans for the full-scale implementation of DLC. From here on out, we need to focus on the long-term provision of content starting at the earliest stages of development. Furthermore, in terms of user response, if the additional related content we are providing continually to users online is deemed uninteresting from the start, there will be no ongoing business to pursue. This means that more than ever before, the creation of underlying content is the key to success. Oh, Jesus Christ, no it isn't. So Capcom, you're basing whether your business will succeed or fail on DLC for your upcoming titles. You have got to be kidding me. After all the shit you went through with on-disc DLC and how all the consumers raged over on-disc DLC, and how DLC is pretty much looked at like cancer in the industry, you're basing if Capcom will even exist on DLC. Wow. They're screwed. There's nothing else to say. I give Capcom at most another 2 years, and then they're going to sell off their assets just like THQ did. This is surreal. At the same time, Capcom, what did you expect? People asked you for Mega Man to come back. You didn't give it to them. You turned your most beloved franchises into generic shooters to try to appeal to Western audiences. Resident Evil is a prime example of that. You milked the Street Fighter franchise to death. You did not listen to your fan base at all. You didn't stay true to what made you great. You tried to be like everyone else to try to grab that Call of Duty dollar. And where did it get you? Where did it get you? You're almost bankrupt now. Now on the flip side, as much as Capcom has royally pissed me off, and I have bitched about them many times in the past, it will be devastating to the entire industry if they go belly up. And on a personal level, I will be very saddened if Capcom ceases to exist. Because Capcom, the amazing, amazing IPs that they have created from my childhood, I mean, literally, I just got out of diapers and was playing Capcom games, is part of the reason I am so passionate about this industry today. I mean, I remember I lived in Westchester, New York, or New Rochelle, and go into this game store that's, I'm sure, is gone by now, called Merry-Go-Round. And it was a toy store, but they had Nintendo games there. And going to pick up games like Trojan and Ghost and Goblins and Commando and Bionic Commando. It was just all the great games from the 8-bit days. And there's more DuckTales, so on and so forth. And then the 16-bit era for the Super Nintendo. God, Strider for Genesis, for Christ's sake. That was an amazing game. And then I remember the summer of 1992, Street Fighter, the World Warrior came out for SNES, and that's all me and my friends played all damn summer. My best childhood memories are, a lot of them are based around Capcom games. And to see them in this position, and that more than likely, I hate saying it, man, I don't want to see them go, but I don't see them. They're banking their whole business on DLC. It's not going to work out. If that's the only way they can survive, I'm going to bet that they aren't going to survive. And it's almost going to be like, I still have a feeling, man, that the industry is going to go through a hardcore crash. And if Capcom does really go, it's going to be like the equivalent of when Lehman Brothers went belly up in the United States banking system that caused the whole crash in 2008. If Capcom goes belly up, they may cause the gaming crash. They may be the thing that starts the domino effect, because Capcom is known by people who aren't even gamers. They've got their way into pop culture. There's been Resident Evil movies. They may have sucked, but there's been Resident Evil movies. They're everywhere, man. They're huge. And the fact that they couldn't even... GTA 5 costed $266 million to get on store shelves. They don't even have the money right now, not even close, to get a game that on shelves that is GTA 5 caliber. They couldn't even begin to start producing a game because they don't have the money. They don't have the money. And we're going into next gen. We're transitioning when games are going to cost even more to make. This sucks, man. As much as Capcom pissed me off, I don't want to see them go, but I have a feeling they are. I have a feeling that Capcom's days are numbered and they're going to go much sooner than you or I think. Remember I said a while back, this upcoming generation, we're going to see some changes that are both good and really bad? Well, seeing some big companies like Capcom go are the really bad ones. It's going to be a hell of a ride, folks. I've said that before and I'll say it again. Let's see what happens. Anyway, make sure to rate, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And as always, thank you for supporting Review Tech USA. Have a good one.